Hi class, this is Neil, and in this video of lesson 2 of unit 9, we're going to be looking at using a reference triangle, slightly different than a reference angle. So there's some notes on what a reference triangle is, and then there are two examples that we'll go over. All right, so let's go to the slideshow. All right, so a reference triangle is a right triangle created using the reference angle as one of the acute angles. The right angle is always on the x-axis, and it never touches the origin. That's something that's going to be very important, and you'll see it when we draw the triangle. The terminal side often intersects with a circle with a given radius to use for a hypotenuse. And sometimes we'll see this, sometimes we won't. All right, so imagine we have an angle theta. So there's that angle, and there it is with its terminal side. To draw the reference triangle, I first locate the acute angle, which is the reference angle. That's R. And now I extend a vertical line down from the terminal side straight down to the x-axis. That forms my right angle. So this is my reference triangle, and it will be important in the problems that we'll eventually see connected to this. In this section, we're really just going to practice drawing these types of reference triangles. As I mentioned, oftentimes the hypotenuse of your triangle will intersect with a circle, and that will be used to solve a variety of problems. All right, so for these two examples, we're going to be asked to create a reference triangle given that we have a theta angle of a certain measurement. So for the first example, it says create a reference triangle given that theta equals 150. Well, the first thing I'm going to need to recognize is that triangle is going to appear in quadrant 2 because it's beyond the quadrantal angle of 90. All right, so I'm going to sketch where that angle would be located at. That's my 150-degree angle. Its terminal side, of course, is in quadrant 2. The acute angle formed by that angle is 30 degrees. That's my reference angle. And to form the reference triangle, I'm just going to extend a straight line, vertical line, down to the x-axis. That's my right angle. So now I've drawn a reference triangle given that theta equals 150. Okay, for the next example, we're asked to create a reference triangle given that theta equals 250 degrees, and it also has to intercept this circle. Well, the first thing I'm going to do in this problem is recognize that the 250-degree angle is going to be in quadrant 3. That's between the 180-degree angle formed by the x-axis and the 270-degree angle formed by the negative portion of the y-axis. Okay, to find my reference angle, I'm just going to subtract 180 from 250. That's 70 degrees. That's my 250-degree angle. There's my angle drawn in with its terminal side. Now, I'm going to extend. Once I sketch my reference angle in, I'll extend the opposite side of that triangle from the edge of the circle straight up to the x-axis, which forms my right angle. And that's my reference triangle for that 250-degree angle. All right, you can pause the video. All right, so it intercepts that circle at 1, 0, has a radius of 1. Those are some other important things to note. The radius is 1 because from the center of the circle or the origin to that point of 1, 0 is a distance of 1. That means also that the hypotenuse of that triangle has a distance of 1. Because any point from the edge of the circle to the center is going to have the same measurement. All right, so there are 3 practice problems. For each of them, you need to draw in theta first and label it. You need to draw a reference triangle using the given angle and label where the reference, and label that reference angle as R. So that's going to be really just like you did in these examples. All right, if you have any additional questions, of course, I'm available for tutoring, but take a shot at watching the video and practicing these problems on your own.